Hi friends, this video is about jobs in Sweden. Is it easy to find a job in Sweden? And about my experience, my truth, how I found job in Sweden. Very recently I found a job and I was looking for a long time and I did not find it myself. I got help from one girl. Very nice, very good looking, and very young girl. So because she's Swedish and she got some friends here and she knew one owner of the cafe and he took me. So I work now in a cafe. So from the beginning, it is not easy with jobs in Sweden. So now maybe for one position like 10, 15 or even more people. And when I came to Sweden 11 years ago and I came to school, teachers always said to us, find connections, find connections. If you don't have connections, it's extremely hard to find jobs. So you can read yourself. I show you this from Swedish website svt.se. So this is Swedish website and you can read main news here. So they often write here about job market and you can choose translate here, translate, and we can choose the language, for example English. So my friends, it is like this, and very many times people go to job office. I think it is like 14 months you have to be in that job office, and only after that I don't know, it different. I will not lie to you. I just don't remember how it was. I was once in that office and they really do help. And my first job that they found me, that office found me job service, Arbetsförmedlingen it's called. They found me nice job in kindergarten, but I was thinking, so it was misunderstanding between me and between Arbetsförmedlingen, between this service and between this kindergarten. It was no conflict, it was just a misunderstanding. So I was thinking that all kindergarten all over the world are organized like in my country. And they were thinking the same, that all kindergarten all over the world, in my country also, organized the same way, but they organized totally different. So in my country, there is a big sleeping room where children sleep. Boys have their sleeping room, girls have their sleeping room. And 1 hour you have to sleep. And everyone has his bed clean, white and so on. So it's good. And in Swedish kindergarten, children, if they want sleep, they sleep. If they don't sleep, they don't want to sleep. And they didn't have, where I worked, I do not say that all kindergartens are like that. But where I worked, children didn't sleep in the beds, they slept on mattresses if they wanted, in the playing room. And of course they didn't have the, how to call, bed linen, they didn't have. And but the most hard for me that you had to change these pampers to them. So it was a bit hard for me, and in several weeks I had to finish this job. My director was very kind in kindergarten, and my colleagues were kind, they treated me really nice. Oh, but my friends, I just physically could not how it's called, I forgot, lift the child, so it was rather heavy for me. And I know that in some time they made some very quickly they made equipment, so it was very easy. So then I met the girls that worked in kindergarten. So you know that I'm a teacher, and so it was my direct jobs. But so what I want to tell you that before you start working, you should know what you have to do. So I was thinking, oh, that job in kindergarten. I knew so many girls in my country that did that job. I was in kindergarten myself, and actually, a rather good job. And the children are nice. Children are kind. They don't make scandal. They don't have conflicts. Children, so it looked very nice. But that and there was one more thing that I absolutely couldn't do. Swedish people, they are very much sportive, and they make a lot of sport. And I am not a sportsman at all. And we were out for several hours. Doesn't matter what weather is, good, bad, little bit rain, windy. We have to go out. And Swedish people, they do not like so much warm. Like people in Siberia. I am from Siberia. I'm from Novosibirsk. I got comment from one girl recently, maybe yesterday, maybe 2 days ago. So I made a shot from Novosibirsk, from the main street, and I lived in the main street in Novosibirsk. And she wrote, "Oh, cold, cold," and I answered her back. I raised up in Novosibirsk, so for me it was not cold outside. So because when you are very warm at home and you are going out and it is cold out, of course it is cold, but you don't feel it because you're already warm. But Swedish people, they do not have so much warm inside, and they do not have so cold outside. So they are from childhood used to this weather. So we were out for several hours with children walking in the yard, how to say it, in the air, in the fresh air. Then they came back, and the teachers were opening that door almost all the time, the door to the, and it was winter when I worked. The door was open almost all the time. You know that in Malmö, it's not like so cold, like plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 5, but for me, I feel very cold because it is moisture, and I really cold. I really feel much more cold than in Novosibirsk. So, and I was always cold, and plus this that I had to work a little bit physically. So I wanted to continue. But in 3 weeks, I became terribly sick. That's what happened with me. So it was the temperature, it was cough, it was runny nose, it was bronchitis, it was shit idea. So, and then I found out that very many teachers in kindergartens are rather often changing because it's rather hard, and children are very often sick. So it's normal for the child, obviously, to be sick. The immune system different, and for them they do not react so obviously not so much, and so we are grown ups. When we are sick, it is we cannot be like courageous like children are. So, and my friends, everyone that I know in Sweden got help with jobs. So some got help with this Arbetsförmedlingen job service, and some had friends. So, but maybe some people do not say, "Oh, we had friends that helped us." And I knew some Swedish people. I still know them that they found jobs themselves, and these jobs are very much qualified. They need very good English and Swedish language, and it is job with documents, Swedish education, and these people are clever and they work hard. As for me, I am far from to be clever. I am not good in Swedish, though I have Swedish education. But when I'm stressed, for example, and I have to speak fast, quickly, I use English, because English for me is like a mother tongue. So of course, I didn't live in English-speaking country, but I study English since I was 4, and of course I do not speak perfect English, but still I think in this language and I am fluent and I understand everything. And when I am a bit stressed, I stop understanding Swedish language. So my friends, if you think that you can easily find a job here without connections, you are a bit mistaken. You will need to have help, and you will need to speak, in very many cases, Swedish. So that is my experience about jobs in Sweden, and at the end of the video, it's for the ladies, I wanted to share one thing. So I bought aloe vera. I showed, but this I want to show once more. This is if you have someone bitten you in summer, or like you scratched yourself, so it is aloe gel, and it is cheaper than that one. And this is for face. And this is for, doesn't matter where, just for everywhere, doesn't matter. And this is 60 milliliter. And this is, I do not know, I do not see how many milliliters here and where it is. Maybe it's here. Friends, do you see? But I think this package is less than this one. I don't know. And what else I want to say you that now I have this gel on my face, and it's already in. So I used it for hands, and then I decided why not for the face. I have aloe there. You see maybe my aloe. So, my friends, these ones I have to cut. And orchards, people that I got for the new year from our friend. Orchards, I don't know, people give me orchards for presents, and though I ask them not to give me orchards for presents, they don't care. They forget, they think about only themselves. They know that they should make some present, and they just, oh. But then I every time feel guilty that I cannot look good after orchard. So, my friends, now I'm going to little bit clean with this automatical vacuum cleaner. So if you have some questions, you always can ask me, and I wanted to tell you also, I was speaking about more or less simple jobs, more or less simple. I do not know how it is if you're a scientist. Maybe if you're a scientist, maybe it is easy to find a job. Scientist, doctor, nurse. But I saw unemployed scientists, I saw unemployed nurses, and I saw unemployed doctors. So I in my video just about very simple jobs like cleaner, like home service, and like cafe, like simple jobs. So my friends, in the near future I will tell you about salaries and probably something more. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, and remember. Oh, this one I have to cut. It's a bit dirty now. So this is, you know that it was plaster over. What I wanted to say, yeah. Before you start jobs in Sweden, you should know what you do, not to turn out to be in situation that I was, and say only good words to yourself and to your family. Bye-bye.